Hello, friends. Welcome to today's football predictions of BetCrowd. Today is another very beautiful Sunday morning. Once again, we are back with our predictions. All right. Today there's so many games going on across the globe, and we were able to select a few of these very games that are going on, and we look into it before bringing it forward for you. Okay, as usual. All right. In a short while, we'll be looking at the matches one after the other, and we'll be looking at them based on the recent statistics for these matches, and we'll be making our verdicts on them. And I want to use the opportunity to ask the folks that are coming across our video for the first time that are yet to subscribe to this channel to kindly take out time to hit the subscription button right now so that you will not be missing out on our games that will always come up on this very channel on a daily basis. All right. Also remember to turn the notification on so that each time we make this video you get notified. All right. Without further ado, let's head to today's business. All right. Even though yesterday we didn't have the best of days, but today we are quite optimistic that it is going to be our day. And also knowing that exciting matches are going on. So we'll start our first ticket. And as usual, we'll have three games in each of these tickets. All right. We'll have two tickets today. Each of them contains three games. And we'll start with the first ticket. And it is the first match in the first ticket is actually in the English Premier League. We'll have Chelsea will be up against Aston Villa. Right, we will see that the recent statistics for both sides could see that Chelsea have actually had 3 wins in the last 6 matches that they had. They've also lost one and 2 draws. But Aston Villa, on the other hand, the away side have actually managed only 2 draws in the last 6 encounters. Losing 4 out of the last 6 encounters tells you that this is not a team in fine form at the moment. And also the fact that in the last 10 home matches for Chelsea, they've actually won 6 games out of those. They've had 3 draws as well as 1 loss. And Aston Villa, on the other hand, playing from away, have actually lost 4 games from away, and they've had 1 draw as well as 5 wins in the last 10 away games that they had. Also, looking at the quality of teams that they played, that Arsenal played lower quality teams. But we see that the Chelsea side is actually in fine form at the moment. And judging by the recent performance for Chelsea, we expect Chelsea side, we are backing them to pick up the sports in this very encounter in Stamford Bridge. So it is the home side to win outrightly. That's what we expect in this very game, okay? And the second game for the first ticket is actually in Italian Serie A. We'll have a Lecce who will be facing Juventus. Okay, Lecce in the last 6 have won 2. They've also had 1 draw, but have lost 3. And Juventus, on the other hand, have had 2 wins, 4 draws in the last 6 matches. Okay, and taking a look at recent games for both sides from home and away perspective, you see that Lecce have had 3 wins from home, 2 draws, as well as 5 losses. But Juventus, on the other hand, playing from away, have had 4 wins. Also, they have also had 5 draws, but 1 loss in the last 10 away games that they had. But in this very encounter, we know that the last time both teams met, it was in January, and Juventus played from away, and they won this very Lecce side, but it goes to nil. And we're going to expect a similar result here, and we expect the Juventus side, the away side, to also take the day in this one. I will win. That's one verdict. Okay, and the next game for today, and also in the first ticket, is in Russia Premier League, where we have Lokomotiv Moscow who will be up against Khimki, and Lokomotiv Moscow in the last 6 have had 3 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses. And the away side, Khimki, have had 3 draws and 3 losses. And when you look at how these two teams have performed from home and away, you could see that from home, Lokomotiv Moscow does so well. They don't play with the home matches, and they've won 8 games out of the last 10 home matches. They've actually lost 2 on those home matches. But on away side, the Khimki side have never won any single match in the last 10 away games, and they've also had they've only managed to achieve 4 draws, but they've lost 6 games in the last 10 away games that they have so far. And when you put all that together, it is the home side, Lokomotiv Moscow, that we expect to take all the sports in this one. It is home side to win outrightly. Also, that's our verdict for that very game. All right, that takes us to the next, which happened to be the next ticket. The second ticket for the day. It is starting with the game in the Dutch Holland, where we have Utrecht who will be up against PSV. All right, Utrecht in the last 6 games have actually, won 5 out of those 6 games, and have lost just 1. And the PSV as well have won 5 games, losing 1 in the last 6 matches. All right. And when you look at how these two teams have performed, you can see that from home, Utrecht have actually won 8 games in the last 10 home matches. They've lost 2, and the away side PSV have managed to achieve 6 wins in the last 10 away games, and they've also had 2 losses as well as 2 draws. Okay, from these statistics show that home side is actually having a better statistics, but judging by the quality of teams played, you can see that PSV actually played a much more stronger side, achieving results against a stronger side. But Utrecht have not really tested themselves against this very big side, aside the likes of Feyenoord, which of course they lost that very much against Feyenoord. And in this very encounter, it is the PSV side, away side, who is much more likely to achieve a result in this one, and actually gave it to the away side to win this very encounter actually. So it is a will win. That's what I expect in this very one. Okay, the next game that we have also in the Dutch, the division, where we have NAC NEC Nijmegen. All right, coming up against the Ajax Amsterdam, and looking at the last games for both sides, you can see the home side, Nijmegen, have actually won 4 games. They would have lost 2 out of the last 6 matches that they had, and the Ajax Amsterdam, on the other hand, the away side have managed 4 wins, 1 draw, as well as 1 loss in the last 6 games. All right, when you look at how the two teams fare from home and away, you can see that for Ajax Amsterdam, they've actually been scoring lots of goals, from away, and most of the matches have produced lots of goals, and it is 9 times out of 10 they're actually seen a lot over 2.5 score line, in most of them. And the last 3 for the home side, last 4 games for the home side played from home, I've actually seen over 2.5, all the 4 games. So in this one, and the last time they met, they also played out on over 2.5. It was a 2-2 draw. But so in this very game, it is a goal verdict that's much more likely for me, and we expect to see a minimum of 3 goals appearing in this very encounter over 2.5. That's what we expect for that very encounter. Okay, that takes us to the last game for this second ticket. It is in Turkey Super League, where we have Galatasaray, who will be facing Eyüpspor. And Galatasaray is actually a team that is in fine form. They've been doing so well. They've been winning their matches. They've been winning big. And Galatasaray have actually won 5 games in the last 6 matches and 1 draw. And Eyüpspor, on the other hand, have also won 3 games, but had 1 draw as well as 2 losses in the last 6 matches. And when you look at how they fared from home and away perspective, Galatasaray, as I always predicted in this very channel, always winning their home matches. They've actually won 9 games out of the last 10 home matches. They've also had 1 draw. And away side, Eyüpspor have managed to achieve 4 wins in the last 10 away games. They've also had 2 losses as well as 4 draws in the last 10 away games that they had. And last time both teams met was actually in 2017, and Galatasaray won on that very occasion by 4 goals to 2. That tells you how good this side is. And in this very encounter, we expect the home side, who usually wins from home, Galatasaray, to win outrightly in this one. It is the home side to win. That's our prediction for this very game. All right, that concludes our predictions for you today on Betcraft, and I wish you the very best of luck, and I hope your ticket goes green. Also remember to play responsibly. Do not be greedy about this. These are only football games. Play with what you can afford to lose. Play, make it more fun. Do not put everything you have in the betting. Just play for fun, and see how it goes. All right, that being said, tomorrow is another day, and we'll be coming up on this very channel, and we'll bring in our predictions. All right, alongside. But until then, keep winning.